Eli, an old fisherman and radiant fish. Chapter 1. On the tranquil shores of a sleepy seaside village, an old fisherman named Eli set out every morning in his small, weather-beaten boat. His boat, a humble vessel with peeling blue paint and a gentle sway, had been his faithful companion for decades. One morning, as the sun began its slow climb over the horizon, Eli set out with his nets. The sea was calm, its surface a mirror of the sky. Eli hummed a soft tune as he navigated the familiar waters, his boat cutting through the early morning mist. He cast his nets with practiced ease, the mesh sinking into the water like a whisper. As he waited, Eli gazed at the seagulls dancing above and felt the gentle breeze against his face. He loved these moments of solitude and quiet, finding solace in the rhythm of the sea. After a while, Eli began to pull in his nets. To his surprise, they were heavy with a bounty of shimmering fish. But there was something unusual about them. Each fish seemed to sparkle with an otherworldly light. Eli's eyes widened as he carefully lifted them from the water. One fish, larger and more radiant than the rest, wiggled with a strange, almost sentient energy. It spoke in a soft, melodious voice, "Thank you, kind fisherman. You have freed us from a spell that kept us trapped beneath the waves." Eli's eyes widened even more. "A spell?" he asked, astonished. "Yes," the fish replied. "Long ago, a sea witch trapped us in these waters. But your nets have brought us a chance for freedom." Eli, though puzzled, felt a deep sense of wonder. "What will you do now?" he asked. "We will return to our home in the depths," the fish said, "but not without offering you a gift. Each time you cast your nets, they will bring not only fish, but also a touch of luck and fortune." The fish swam gracefully away, their bodies glowing as they descended into the deep. Eli watched in awe as they disappeared from view. As the days passed, Eli's catches became more abundant and varied. He no longer fished merely for sustenance. His nets now brought treasures and rare fish that delighted the village. And though Eli was grateful, he never forgot the enchanted morning when his small boat and his humble nets had changed the course of his life. Every day, as he set out in his boat, Eli would look at the calm sea with a smile, feeling a connection to the magical depths below. He knew that, though his boat was small and his nets simple, they held a power and wonder that was anything but ordinary. Chapter 2. Months turned into seasons, and the little village flourished as Eli's bountiful catches continued to enrich the lives of its people. The once modest fisherman now enjoyed a reputation as a local hero, but he remained humble, always attributing his good fortune to the magic of the sea. One crisp autumn morning, Eli set out as usual, his small boat gliding across the water with the ease of old friends. But today, something felt different. The sea was eerily calm, and the sky was overcast, casting a grey hue over the waves. Eli's intuition told him that today might bring an unexpected twist. He cast his nets and waited, the silence around him almost palpable. After a while, the nets felt heavier than usual. With a mixture of curiosity and apprehension, Eli began to pull them in. To his astonishment, the catch wasn't fish this time, but an ornate chest encrusted with barnacles and seaweed. Eli's hands trembled with excitement as he pried open the chest. Inside, he found an assortment of ancient scrolls, glistening jewels, and a single, intricately carved seashell. He picked up the seashell, its surface smooth and cool to the touch. As he held it, a soft voice echoed in his mind. "Fisherman Eli, you have been blessed with a gift far beyond your imagination. This seashell holds the power to grant one wish, but it must be used wisely." Eli pondered the voice's words. He thought of the village, of the people who had come to depend on his catches. He thought of the sea that had given him so much. Finally, he made his decision. With a deep breath, Eli held the seashell close and whispered his wish. "I wish for the sea to remain abundant and its magic to continue blessing our village." The seashell glowed brightly, then dimmed, and a gentle wave of warmth passed over Eli. He felt a profound sense of peace, knowing he had made the right choice. As the days turned into weeks, the sea remained as generous as ever. The village continued to thrive, and the once small fisherman's humble boat became a symbol of hope and prosperity. The villagers, aware of the magic that had blessed them, celebrated the sea and its mysterious gifts with gratitude and reverence. Eli, now older but content, would often sit by the shore, watching the sunset paint the sky in hues of gold and pink. He knew that the magic of the sea was not just in the fish it provided, but in the way it had transformed his life and the lives of those around him. And so, in the quiet moments of dawn, as he set out in his small boat, Eli would smile, knowing that his wish had not only ensured the continued abundance of the sea, but had also deepened the bond between the village and the magical waters that sustained them. Chapter 3. As the seasons passed, Eli's village thrived under the generous influence of the enchanted sea. The village's prosperity and harmony became the talk of nearby towns, and the once quiet settlement now bustled with activity and visitors eager to witness the miraculous abundance that Eli's nets brought. One winter's day, as snowflakes began to drift down and settle gently on the shores, a mysterious figure arrived in the village. Dressed in a long, dark cloak with a hood obscuring their face, the stranger was a young woman with eyes that sparkled with an inner light. She introduced herself as Celine, a scholar of ancient lore and magic. Celine had heard of the village's extraordinary fortunes and sought to understand the source of the sea's bounty. She approached Eli with respect and curiosity, and after exchanging stories, Eli invited her to join him on a fishing expedition, hoping she might offer some insight into the magical phenomena he had been experiencing. Early one morning, Eli and Celine set out in the small boat. The sea, though still, felt alive with energy. As they ventured farther from shore, Celine took out an ancient, weathered map she had brought with her. She spread it out between them, her finger tracing a path that led to a marked spot deep in the ocean. This location, she said, is said to be the heart of the sea's magic. It is where many believe the enchantments are strongest. If we can reach it, we may uncover the secrets behind the magic. Eli, trusting in Celine's wisdom, guided the boat toward the spot indicated on the map. The journey was longer and more treacherous than he had anticipated, but Celine's presence was reassuring. As they approached the marked location, the sea grew restless, and the water seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly light. At last, they reached a deep, clear pool in the heart of the ocean, where the water seemed to spiral and glow. Celine and Eli carefully lowered a special net she had brought, one that was designed to interact with the magical currents of the sea. They waited in anticipation as the net descended into the glowing depths. The water began to swirl, and a figure emerged from the depths. It was the same radiant fish that Eli had once freed from the spell, now accompanied by others of its kind. The fish spoke in harmonious unison, their voices blending into a melodious chorus. "Welcome, Eli and Celine. You have ventured to the very core of our realm. Your wish has not only preserved our magic, but has also restored balance to the sea. For that, we are deeply grateful." The fish continued, explaining that their magical enchantment had been part of a grander design to protect and nurture the sea's ecosystems, ensuring that the balance between the natural world and the magical realm was maintained. Celine, intrigued, asked, "Is there a way to sustain this balance, to ensure the magic endures and the sea remains prosperous?" The fish replied, "The balance depends on mutual respect and harmony. As long as the villagers honor and cherish the sea, it will continue to bless them. But if greed or imbalance disrupts this harmony, the magic will fade." With this revelation, Celine and Eli understood the importance of stewardship and reverence. They returned to the village with renewed purpose. Celine stayed to help the villagers learn more about the sea's magic and how to live in harmony with it. Together with Eli, they instituted practices that respected the sea's resources, ensuring sustainable fishing and promoting conservation. As the years went by, the village continued to thrive, and its story spread far and wide as a beacon of how respect for nature and magic could lead to true prosperity. Eli, now a revered elder, shared his tales with the younger generation, teaching them about the delicate balance that kept their village blessed. Celine became a beloved figure in the village, her wisdom guiding the people in their harmonious coexistence with the magical sea. The once small boat became a symbol of the village's enduring connection to the magical world beneath the waves. And so, the village flourished, not just because of the magic of the sea, but because of the wisdom and respect that had been cultivated in the hearts of its people, ensuring that the blessings of the sea would endure for generations to come.